Imagine actually finishing this video after I forgot about it. What? Hi, it's me, your fellow editor who makes AMVs or meme videos for a show about killer robots and somehow got 20,000 subscribers for it. 33,000 subscribers now. Thank you all so much. I'm just gonna get started. When and how did you first see Murder Drones? How did you find Murder Drones and why did you take interest in it? Luckily, I made a daily Kosmo fact on this in my Discord server, so I'm just gonna read from that. So, Saberspark's video on Murder Drones randomly showed up on my For You page one night on May 16th to 17th. I don't remember which one, but it was one of those, of 2023. I thought the way the robots looked was cute, but I just kinda ignored it. Later that night, another Murder Drones video showed up called "And an Uzi sharing the same brain cell for 1 minute" or something like that. And I decided to watch it because I was extremely bored and I thought it would be funny to watch a video on a show that I've never watched. So that's what I did. Just from watching the first few scenes on that video, I thought it was some new Splatoon-like Netflix or Cartoon Network show about robots battling each other, and it's mostly filler episodes. I was so wrong. After watching some of that video, I searched up where I could watch Murder Drones, not realizing it was an indie animation on YouTube for free. Ended up finding the pilot on YouTube, watched it, thought it was pretty good, watched the next 2 episodes, started liking it more, and then eventually I watched episode 4, and yeah, that's how I became me. That's how I discovered this majestic show. That was not in the script. I think I took interest in it because, well, cute robots, lore, horror, cool stuff. What was the funniest part you saw in Murder Drones? Honestly, there were a few moments that have made me laugh, which is unusual for me because when I'm not doing a reaction video, I just stay silent while paying attention to the episode. This scene was the scene that made me laugh the most for some reason when I first watched it, and I don't know why.
Well, we don't just play cards.
Con, can you grab a fresh pack? We literally only play cards so much that the numbers are faded.
But in general, I just like the line.
Jay's awesome.
Because it like comedy. Question 2, how do you get the music from your videos and shorts? Well, I just know songs. Sometimes my sister would just give me song suggestions for this series, but most of the time it's just songs I already know, or songs I see on YouTube shorts that I think could match well with an edit for one of the characters. And all of these 6 comments basically say the same thing. What editing program do you use or how do you make your videos? I use an old program called Adobe Premiere Elements 15, but it still works, and I occasionally use CapCut for certain effects that the main program doesn't have. I'm curious about your thoughts on the Solver Trio and how you'd rank them. I'm gonna add Nori and Yeva to this. Number 1, we got Doll for obvious reasons. Number 2, we have Yeva. I don't know, I just like her despite her pretty much having no screen time. Number 3, Uzi. Number 4, Sin. Number 5, Nori. To my bestie watching this, please don't kill me. But I was honestly quite disappointed by Nori's personality in episode 7 because I thought she was gonna be a toxic queen who was only nice to Khan and Uzi, but instead she was just adult Uzi, which makes sense because she is Uzi's mother, so genetics. But yeah, her character ended up being pretty boring to me, but that might be because we only see her talk in her heart form and never in her normal body. I remember you did a character rating short a while back after episode 6 and how your views on the characters have changed over time. Have any of those ratings changed after episode 7? I think the only one that has changed is Uzi, coming in at a 7 out of 10. Now, the rating change for Uzi did not go down because of the episode, but I just started to realize her character more, and just like N, I missed the pilot and heartbeat version of them. Do you watch Haminations? Also, what other storytime animators do you like? Gee, I wonder. I sure wonder if I watch Haminations. But yeah, for real, yes, I do. I also like Jaden Animations and The Odd Ones Out and Emirichu. Or Emirichu, I don't know. All that good stuff. Are you satisfied with all your work? How much time do you put into all of it? How long do these edits usually take and how much effort do you put into these edits? With this channel, yes, I'm usually pretty satisfied with my work, but if you're talking about my other channel, I don't like listening to my own voice unless I'm voice acting and it's not my normal voice. I'd say I put a good amount of time into my videos. It's pretty much all I do all day besides talk on Discord and watch YouTube. Usually takes maybe an hour if I'm focused on the edit. If it takes multiple days if I'm not focused and I do like two 2 shots and then I'm done. Depends on the length of it. What did you think of the Murder Drones lore when you watched it for the first time? I didn't really quite understand it because from my first watch back when there were only 4 episodes, I pretty much thought it was humans sent down killer drones to kill worker drones, Jay infects Uzi with a virus that's the absolute solver, like a vampire turning an innocent victim into another vampire. That's probably the thing I've misunderstood the worst out of everything in Murder Drones, honestly. What's your favorite song you've used in the Murder Drones theme song videos? That's really hard. It's probably like Always Wanted for Sin or Monster for that Tessa theory that I ended up being correct on, so now I don't look stupid. Yay! Do you think N will die? I sure hope he does. I don't mean that as in I want him dead. I'm saying it as in a good writing way. Are you going to continue the Spy Family series? Yes, this is what I want to see. Unfortunately, I tried to edit the first episode of season 2, but the file's just kind of lost now. So I don't think I will, but I appreciate those who watch the series. Who is your favorite disassembly drone? I honestly have love-hate relationships with all of them except for Jay. And she's the meanest, so I kind of find that funny. So I gotta go with Jay here. What is your motivation to edit? I know this might sound a bit cringe, but it's like actually because of you guys and your support. And now that I have so much subscribers, I kinda can't stop making them. Otherwise the fans will be mad, and so I'm stuck with Murder Drones for the rest of eternity now, I guess. When will there be a Thad edit? If I can finish the majority of my planned edits and Thad actually does something cool in episode 8, maybe. Are you a Newsy shipper or an NV shipper? I am actually both. Before NX Uzi became canon, I really didn't care who N would choose as long as the trio is happy. Although recently NXV has been growing on me and it must have been so heartbreaking for V. Anyways, NXV all the way when it comes to the past and the manner. In the present, I don't care. Both are good. What's your favorite song? That's a hard one because I love so many songs by different artists very much. But if someone asks, I usually go for a nostalgic song from a few years ago back in like 2020. It's this. I know it might seem weird, but I like it. And I can't even make edits for it because it does not match Murder Drones at all. Who is your favorite Murder Drones character? Doll. If you were to be in Copper 9 or the Murder Drones universe, who would you be and why? This is a fun question. In terms of who I would be based on my personality, I'd say V. According to my quiz I made though, I'm mostly similar to Tessa. In terms of who I would pick by choice, honestly probably Lizzie because she looks like my drone Sona on the other channel and I can make her less toxic by being her, but I could still say the funny jokes and she has plot armor so I can't die. I think. What is your favorite edit you've made? Probably between 54321, World Burn, and one of my newest edits, Shadow. Who's your favorite character besides Doll and N? Probably J or V. If you could meet one YouTuber, who would it be? That's a tough one. I technically already met one of my favorite YouTubers at VidCon Baltimore 2023, Haminations, so I guess I'm just gonna go for Ryan Trahan or maybe even Yagster since he's my friend. I don't know, honestly. Favorite game? I'm assuming you mean video game, Little Nightmares. How many children do you have in your basement? Currently 0. Who is your least favorite Murder Drones character? Either Lord Ruin the Fight Scene Bucket or the Crows. And last but not least, we have 5 questions from the Yagster. These seem more like questions for the Kosmo X Clouds Q&A, but I shall answer them anyway, because if he can think of a poll every day, surely he can think of 5 more questions for the next one.
If you had to completely remove 3 characters from the show, who would they be and why?
Well, for starters, Lord Ruin the Fight Scene Bucket for obvious reasons, because then we'd get the J versus V battle. Do the Crows count as a character? Oh wait, Crowsy. Not Uzi, but just Crowsy. And finally, probably Thad. He's a cool guy, but he doesn't really do much and wouldn't affect the story by a lot if he was missing.
What do you think is Murder Drones' biggest weakness as a show?
I know Murder Drones episodes are very expensive, but I think what they lack the most is more episodes. We need more time for character development. We need more time for character interactions. You want episode ideas for my claim? Sure. An episode between 2 and 3 about Thad's shindig. And we see Lizzie and Doll plotting their plan for the prom and Lizzie meeting V. How Doll meets Jay and Tessa and makes a deal with them. Meanwhile, a B plot about Khan, Thad, and Lizzie trying to make the railgun. An episode between 4 and 5 that's basically intermission. 3 whole episode ideas and one of them already exists as a fan episode.
How would you improve N post episode 2?
I don't really know how to fix him? Maybe if he showed his murder side more often like this scene. And have him become hungry for oil again, making Anne relate to Uzi more with her situation and making their relationship stronger rather than just being, oh, Uzi's my first real friend, so I'm just gonna try and comfort her. But I want him to just have more of a reason to, like he's going through this as well. Maybe have Anne keep a secret from Uzi about him secretly hunting at night for oil because he needs it to live, killing the workers in the colony and maybe even a few students so it's not just Stahl doing all the serial killing around here. But the thing here is he promised Uzi he'd stop hunting for her kind, and that could build up more of a reason for Uzi to step away from Anne in episode 7 when she finds out. I don't know, I just want to see Anne switch between his murderous side and his innocent side.
Why is Dawn your favorite character?
She's pretty, she has every right to hate V. The only right she doesn't have is murdering people. I don't know, her character overall is just interesting and I wish she got more screen time and a literal purpose rather than just being used as a doll for Liam and Glitch to use.
What inspired you to make your MD edits?
My inspiration was kind of my sister who used to make AMVs a lot back in the day, and I always saw certain Murder Drones edits, but the song never matched the character. People would also make edits for Anne taking a literal step, and a lot of the edits would repeat the same sequence at least 3 or 4 times, which is just so boring. So I just make my own that I'm happy with, find a song that matches them, put the scenes that match those lyrics over it, occasionally making it look like the character is singing the song, and boom, we have an AMV or edit. Oh my gosh, it's the end. That's so quirky cool. I don't know what to say. Thank you all so much for the support. Please subscribe to my other channel that's monetized. And with that, goodbye.
Buddy. Execute.